This new study confirms why you should be throwing medicine balls year-round as a combat athlete, and why just getting stronger in the traditional lifts may not help you improve rotational power. Now, a brand new paper just published this month by Hitler and his colleagues, titled Rotational Medicine Ball Throws, a unique skill or a general physical ability, took 56 male and female tennis and golf athletes. They were aged between 11 and 19 years old, but they were part of the IMG Academy out in Florida. Essentially, they've been part of a sports academy with consistent training. And as part of their testing battery and their training programs, they perform rotational medicine ball throws and various traditional lifts, as well as various strength tests year-round, so they're able to collect all this data. So what the authors did is they wanted to compare seated and standing rotational medicine ball throws with traditional strength and power exercises to see if there is a strong correlation between the two. It means that they're both unique or independent abilities. If the correlation is strong between the two, then it shows that medicine ball throwing is a general physical ability you can improve through just getting stronger. So what they did was they performed a seated and standing rotational medicine ball throw against the wall, measured the velocity with a radar gun. The ball weight was determined by the athlete's body weight. So if they're under 130 pounds, it was a 6-pound ball, all the way up to a 12-pound ball for 191 pounds or greater body weight. For the strength and power test, they performed the isometric mid-thigh pull. So standing on force plates, the bar is stuck in a rack and you're trying to pull it as hard and as fast as possible, and you're able to get metrics such as peak force and rate of force development. For power, they use the counter movement jump with the hands on hips, again on force plates, and you're able to get various measures from the jump kinetics. These can be force, velocity, power, rate of force development, reactive strength index, etc. So what they did is they took all those variables from the isometric mid-thigh pull and the counter movement jump and correlated them with the velocity of the seated and standing rotational medicine ball throw. And what they found was correlations for all of the strength and jump variables against the seated and standing medicine ball throw velocity were negligible to weak, meaning the R value was only between 0.35 to 0.62. And the seated medicine ball throws correlated less with these strength and jump variables than the standing version. So what this means is the throw, or the rotational throw, is a distinct physical quality separate from your typical strength and jump exercises. Now, typically you're told just to get stronger and everything else will fall into place. But if these two skills are independent of each other, it means that you should be doing some form of rotational throwing, especially as rotational athletes within combat sports, to further improve that quality. Yes, it doesn't mean you're not going to strengthen the legs through various traditional strength training means and develop power through faster movements, but that's just one piece of the puzzle. The other piece is being able to perform or overload this rotational component to be able to transfer those skills into combat sports. Now, if you're not sure how, what, when, and why with a medicine ball throw, very simply, you can start with a general physical preparation phase, or after a fight or the beginning of a training block. You can do extensive circuits. There's a video not far back on the channel that covers 3 different medicine ball circuits that you can use. They're done sub-maximally, smooth and rhythmic, and you're doing multiple sets of those to get a lot of throws in, and you get a little bit of a work capacity effect and prepare yourself further down the line when you're gonna do more maximal throws. When you're doing high intent throws, you can do those typically where you would do your jumps and plyometrics. So you might do your general warm-up. After your general warm-up, then you might use something like medicine ball throws, and then you'll move on to the rest of your training session. Another option is you can complex your medicine ball throws as part of a training session. So for example, if you're doing bench press or squat, you can pair that with a rotational medicine ball throw to 1, save time, and 2, potentially get a post-activation potentiation effect, which is highly debated, and I did a video on that not too long ago as well, potentially just proving this concept of it just being a good warm-up. Regardless, you can pair it together just because it does save time. And just to round out this video, it just reinforces that strength is a skill. And that is why I often talk about squat, bench, and deadlift. You don't have to do these lifts. Being strong in these lifts is a skill in itself, and all that matters is the force being produced during your sporting tasks. Yes, those lifts can help you improve your force generating capacity to be able to transfer to your sport. Obviously, there is a ceiling in that. But it also means that just because you get stronger in a traditional lift may not mean that it transfers well to something else. And this study shows that that transfer may be smaller than what it is thought to be. So if you enjoyed this video, please let me know down in the comments. Also, the free Jiu-Jitsu and MMA strength conditioning blueprints. They're down in the description. Grab those now, and I'll see you in the next video.